You can see the thin plant that's growing up. They have it tied to a tree. Those 3 plants, they plant very intentionally because that's how they make their fences and how they make their homes. If you come over here, there's a young man making some fence or the side of a house. And so he takes this grass, they go out in the fields and cut this grass down, and then he ties it together. You can see he loops it together. Then he'll make several pieces together. So they'll either use it for a fence like this, or they'll use it for the wall of one of their homes. So this is that same plant that's now dried out and just ties it all together to make a firm, solid wall for them.
Là où il faut taquer.
So this is that part of the wall, a part of the side of a hut likely, that is now finished a few hours later. And you can see it's interwoven together, and at the bottom here is the plant that's used to tie it all together. But that's how they make their huts, and also they make their fencing out of this kind of material. This is Adef, and we've asked permission to see inside of his home. You've seen these huts a lot on videos, and we thought maybe you'd want to see what the inside of someone's home looks like. So Adif has given us permission to look inside. So let's go on in. Adif lives here with, there's 4 of them that live in this particular hut. He has other huts, likely. But 4 of them live here. Probably he and his wife and 2 children. And this is their home. This would be for privacy. But 2 of them sleep on each of these cots. And then they have some of their food supplies in here and some storage. One thing I know for sure, it is hot in these homes. This is a hut right near their home, and this is their kitchen. So they actually cook in here, if you see, and this is still very, very hot from cooking earlier today, likely. But they do their cooking in here. Above me is some goat meat that is drying out, and you also see some sorghum. But yeah, this is their kitchen where they cook their meals. This again is outside his home. His home sits off to my right. The kitchen is off to my left. And this would be a place where they would hang out. And you can see the owner of the home is in the middle, and 2 of his friends on either side. They're eating some peanuts. And then up above you see some of the pots and pans. And then this is sorghum, one of their main crops that you can see right here. One of their primary crops is millet. And I want to explain to you how they harvest it. So they go out and they cut the millet stalks down and then just take the plant of it, the top of it. They'll gather it in a pile similar to this. And then the women will beat the millet with this stick. And as it happens, the grain will come off of the stick here of the millet. They'll remove then any of the extra, and a bunch of millet will be sitting here in the ground, and they'll use this, which is a broom, and they'll sweep it all together. And then they will gather it. Their longing is to have their own mill so that it could be done a lot more efficiently and effectively. So then they'll gather it on a stone like this, and this is a grinding stone, and she is grinding it down to a flour. You can see it's just trying to grind all of it into this catch basin. You can imagine the hard work that this is, which is one of the reasons that their request, they would love to have a mill, so that the women wouldn't have to do this for hours and hours, but be able to do other productive things for their homes, families, and their village. They're laughing for 2 reasons. 1, I have no idea what I'm doing. And secondly, it's not just the 1970s in America that think it's strange for a man to do a woman's work. What's she telling me?
You know it very well.
I know it very well? Oh, doing it again. Why do I have to do it a second time? What? It's not enough. I gotta make it finer? Yeah? Ah! Ah! She's very hard to please. Now I'm sweeping it into the basin. Apparently it's fine enough now. I've been approved. Yes? Oh! Oh! I think they got a lot of laughs at my expense. We are sitting in the home of Ahmad Abu. So tell us, I see two different structures. What is inside each of these huts? He has two homes here inside the walls of his property. And again, this is all new since the fire. It was rebuilt since the fire. The home over here is where he and his wife sleep. And then the home on the other side of his area is where the children sleep. Ahmad Abu has 11 children, 2 boys and 9 girls. The oldest child no longer lives here in the home. So in this very little hut, what we would call very small home, 10 of his children sleep in here.
Sometimes during rainy season, she cooks in the kids' room.
Oh, okay. Did you lose any animals in the fire?
So
he lost 3 goats and 8 chickens in the fire. The fire happened to start just next door to him at the next house, and so it totally decimated his property. And since then, others have come, and people from this village and another village have come to rebuild his property here. They teach them sanitation, so using soap is important. So before we eat, we all wash our hands. Shukran. They're sharing a meal with us as their special guests. Yeah. And this is chicken, which is
Gudat. We say we should tie it, take it with acid.
Asil?
Acid.
Ça tourne comme ça. Ça pour chien.
The gizzard is offered as a special present to a special guest, so it has been offered to me. And the goal here is to not gag or to make awkward faces, because I'm not quite sure I'm going to like this.
This is more than a chicken, so once they slaughter a chicken, the special recipe, it's very expensive.
Not unbearable. Too brown.
This is millet paste and this is okra sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's warm.
It's warm. Kind of make a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see how these guys do it? Make a ball, dip it in there, and you just pop it in your mouth. There you go.
Oh, في أمريكا ده باكل بكير.
هاي بمعلقة.
هاي بمعلقة. لكن هنا بيجي باكل بإيد
باليد.
قاسي سي.
لا قاسي ليه؟
I'm glad they can't. I'm glad they can't understand English, because this is not my thing.
Bottoms up.
But to be polite, I'm going for seconds.
That's right. نفس الشيء. واحد. بامية بسموه ده في شكل أوسط ده بسموه بامية ولا؟
بامية.
والسودان ده بامية ولا درابة؟
درابة الشام.
والسودان ده